Hi, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about the benefits of meditation and why do we bother meditating. So we are actually meditating all the time. We're just meditating on lots of different things all at once, so it doesn't often feel that peaceful. But there are lots of different physical, mental and emotional benefits to keeping a really simple meditation practice that you can easily embed into your own daily life. I think it feels if you've got to change too much of what you do, then we can tend to avoid even just the slightest bit of meditation because it feels too hard or too new, or it's going to take too much time. And we will at all costs avoid sitting in that chair just to sit down for 5 minutes because our mind is going, no, I ain't sitting down there today. But we've kind of got to retrain ourselves. We've got to retrain ourselves from what's familiar. So pick a time of day that's suitable for you, relatively a consistent time of day that you can meditate each day, whether that's first thing in the morning or in the evening. You're probably more likely to go to sleep if you do it in the evening, but I know that's always possible, and for a long time that was my time to kind of sit down and meditate when the kids are in bed. So we've all got lots of other things that we've got to do in our day, so make a routine that suits your lifestyle and your other responsibilities. You can pick a nice place, a nice chair. You can set it with candles or flowers or crystals. You can have little nice words there, the Reiki precepts if you're tuned to Reiki, or a nice picture that you like to look at, just so it feels like you're blessing your space, you're honouring yourself when you're about to do meditation and during your practice. So there are many different physical benefits to meditation. It's going to increase your immune system and helping to fight off illnesses. So you may find that you actually get fewer colds after a while of meditating, and you'll have better quality sleep, and because of that you'll feel like you've got more energy throughout your day, and you're getting more restful sleep as well. It reduces the stress hormone, cortisol, which raises blood pressure. It increases the hormones melatonin and serotonin, which have a really calming effect on your body. It reduces your heart rate. Your heart rate starts to slow down. Your metabolism slows down. So blood carrying oxygen and nutrients can go elsewhere in your body for healing and doing what else your body is really fantastic at doing. And what it does is it activates our rest and digest mode, or our relaxation response, rather than the fight and flight response, which is often the mode we get into when we're feeling stressed, and high levels of constant stress is not really good for your physical, emotional, mental or even spiritual well-being, because we're always operating on a high level of everything. We're on the go all the time. Although that is relevant, it highlights us when we're in danger and when we do need to run, so we've got to get ourselves prepared and our body prepared to run. But it's just being aware of when it's stress related and obviously when it's not. So mental benefits will include, you'll feel a lot calmer, a lot more peaceful, you'll feel a lot more balanced, you'll feel happier within yourself, and there are other studies that say that it's actually we're more intelligent when we're meditating because it performs more, we get more grey matter in our brains, and again it's helping with sleep, it's helping to quieten the mind. So if we do have a meditation practice within our day, we're going to get sleep for a better number of hours and the right kind of quality of sleep. It's going to reduce the symptoms of stress and anxiety, or that kind of upper body, being in our heads and being highly wired and we can be jumpy. We can feel out of breath as well when we're stressed, because everything's on high alert. It increases our focus and attention because we're just concentrating on one thing, whether that's our breathing or an object or a mantra. We're telling our brain what to be curious about, rather than our brain getting curious about anything and everything, whatever that might be. And because of that, and because we're feeling much more calm, it will also affect our relationships, because we won't feel like we're gonna bite at people, or we'll be more responsive and patient and able to listen as well. Often people don't know what's going on in our own minds. So if we're highly stressed, we can be more likely to shout or to say something we regret, or say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that." So we're able to gauge our response much easier than when we're feeling, a little bit stressed. So there's many more benefits to meditation, but I just wanted to outline a few for you. And it's really not hard. There are many different styles. So I'll put a few on here of ones that you can follow. And just enjoy it. And if you find one practice isn't working for you, then try a different one. It's really fine to explore what works for you. And you might find you do a practice for a while, and then you want to try something else. So be kind to yourself. It's just all that you can do on your day-to-day basis. And rewarding yourself for what you do, because you really will feel the benefits from it in a really short space of time as well. And often it's other people who notice first. They'll say, "Oh, I thought you reacted calmly then when you'd normally, fly off the handle." They'll notice that your body language is calmer. You remained, still. And it's mainly how our reactions tend to change, and then we get that internal focus of really what's going on inside our mind and our body, and it's that pure acceptance of ourselves and who we are. There's nobody else quite like you, so really embrace who you are in whichever way you can. Okay, so I've just explained a little bit there. Again, there is much more to that, but just a brief recap for now. All right, take care. Bye.